Here we are. 1978 Chevrolet C20 Silverado trim level. A really cool tan and brown combo. Regular cab, long bed, 3/4 ton, two-wheel drive. And let's check it out. Let's go over it. Got it running because I just drove it here. We're doing things a little out of order here. Actually did the video driving it already. I'm gonna edit it at the back, so if you want to see me driving this thing, see how it drives, wait till the end. But you know, for 78, it's pretty good shape. This trim panel's got some wear and tear. Top is seeing some sun. It's got the wind wings. Come on. So the window, I noticed on this side, I don't know on the other side, but it likes to roll down right about there. And then it's kind of a pain. I think if you force it, you might be able to get it down. But I don't want to break anything. It's not that big a deal. So we're just going to leave it for now. Cab is in good shape. A little bit of rust there, but it's not, it certainly isn't rust through. I know the carpet has been replaced. I believe the seat is original. A little wear here. But very nice overall. I'm gonna roll this window down again because it's kind of warm in here. I do understand that that has rolled over once. So I count that as 151,000 miles. Wipers work, signals work. I'm not sure about the trailer brake, haven't really tested it out, but it's there and it's intact. I did notice this too. I've just been driving a little bit, ran it down the freeway, and that's as hot as I've seen it. So either the thermostat's a little bit on the sticky side and it's hanging open, which is a simple fix, you know, whole $12 in parts, but or it could be this gauge, I'm not sure. It doesn't feel like it's running overly cold, but just something I noted. Fuel gauge is accurate. When you're driving, it kind of, the needle bobs around a little bit. Let me get some flare there. And the switch for the dual tank seems to work. That's blowing. It is an AC equipped truck. AC I was not able to get working, so note that. Dash is not great. It's not completely disintegrating. Looks great from the front, but the top isn't great. This visor's got some sun damage. The inside looks good though. Got a lot of steel roof. So that power steering pump has been replaced pretty recently. It was leaking when it came in, so I had a power steering pump put in it. So there's still a fair amount of oil and grease built up on the front of the subframe and on the front of that side of the block and head. but that pump had a pretty big leak. I did notice there is a little bit of a leak, or a pretty decent leak. It's not gushing or anything, but a noteworthy leak on the back of the motor. I don't know if it's a rear main seal. I don't know if it's coming off the back of the valve covers. I don't know, maybe it's even coming out of the input shaft on the transmission and the transmission fluid, but I did see it was fairly damp under there, right at about the back of the motor. Thankfully, everything's a pretty easy fix on one of these, but absolutely worth noting. A little bit of damage here, and I did notice it looks like, can't tell here because it looks real nice, but it looks like on the back side that there was some repair done. Kind of hard to tell with the GoPro. Maybe now you can see it, but there does look like there was a patch there, which makes sense because the inner fender here is in pretty poor shape. Thankfully, it looks like it's just this inner fender, because the rest of the truck looks really almost completely rot free. There's really not a whole lot of rot going on anywhere else. It was just this here, and then it looks like somebody did a rust repair here, just this bottom part of the fender. So even the rest of this inner fender looks good. So if you wanted to patch it, you could. So it's just as easily replace the inner fender. But really, not much else as far as worrisome rust. Check this out. This is the guy that was doing some wiggling. I heard that when I was driving over. You'll probably hear it in the drive video. So very much like the other. See what this window does. See if it wants to hang up in the same spot or not. Nope. That one just buzzes right down. And yeah, I did hear some wind noise driving, and this weather strip is pretty hard, pretty rock solid. So, doesn't smell, and not that we've gotten a lot of rain, but it doesn't smell like it's been letting in a ton of water. So it might just be the wind noise that's coming up. But worth noting. Flip anyone? Oh, that goes to the driver's pull handle over there. There's all our options. There we go. Now, the interior on this truck is, I mean, it's far from perfect, but it's very presentable. I like it. One trim strip is missing. Upper one's there. There are plenty of little nicks and dings to the exterior of this truck. Get this leaf out of here. Bed's not that bad. Some free aftermarket rubberized floor mats for you. Those aren't hiding anything. You'll see in the photos, but those are just back here. Top of the bed rails are okay. Wheel covers are mostly pretty good. Some of them can use some paint in spots. This one, most of the black is missing. That one up there looks pretty good. Kind of a hodgepodge. Plus the common rust areas. Got a little bit back here, not that bad. got a little chewed up there, but not that bad. Got the old blue and yellow plates. That's fun. Pretty decent crease here. More of the common rust spots. Title's nice and smooth, huh? Overall, a pretty rad truck. So I've already driven it, but you're about to go see the driving portion of all this. Oh, look at this here, I just forgot. There was a little bit of sign. It looks like maybe this was repaired here a little bit. You could see some sanding marks of some filler. Some cracking there. Nothing catastrophic, but just something I did notice. So anyways, that's pretty much it. Let's get behind the wheel. We'll drive it a little bit, or at least you'll see me drive it a little bit. Let's check out these last imperfections on the hood. And yeah, let's take her for a spin. Let's give her a whirl. Okie dokie, party people. I'm flipping the script a little bit. I'm actually going to shoot the video before I go drive it somewhere, so you can go ahead and do our walk around video, because anything older and carbureted, I always think it's good to do just a basic cold start video. So we'll start it cold. It's been sitting here for about 5 days, and then we'll go on a quick brief drive, and then we'll do the walk around. But through the magic of editing, I'll put this part at the end of the video after the walk around. So let's just do it. Let's give a quick kick of the pedal. Oh. So we got a squeaky belt. That's about it. All right then, without further ado, and because it has been sitting here all day, it's kind of hot in here, so I'm gonna have my window down and hopefully y'all can hear me. And it looks like I just happened to pick doing this the very second that the local high school got out. So there might be a little traffic here, so bear with me. Didn't shut this door all the way. Now I did. Let's roll. The steering feels good, not a ton of slop in it. Although the steering wheel itself is a bit off center. It's off center like I don't know, 20 degrees. You know what? Looks like I didn't close that passenger door all the way. So this is going to be fun. Hang tight, y'all. But so we've got a high idle. I think that's because it's still cold. It's got the auto choke. Give a little gas. And see, it's idling a little lower now. But this is why we do the start from cold. Cold start. Fuel gauge does work. It bobs around a little bit. It's got about a quarter tank in it right now, so it says. And it says that most of the time. But it's got a wiggle. It's on E, and now it's up to quarter, and it's kind of fluctuating. So there's that. Oil pressure looks good. Volts, it's at about 14 volts. Who knows how accurate that is, but it's working. Pull this window up. We'll just take it on a quick run up the freeway right here. And that'll be the end of it. Not too many rattles. I do hear one rattle, which of course looks like it's directly below the GoPro. The well, little, I don't even know what we're calling that guy, but the little lock stock, whatever you call it, the little button that goes up and down and lock and unlock the doors, wiggling around in those little holes. So I'm sure that's getting picked up on mic. I'm doing about 75-ish right now. Wouldn't call it fast by any stretch, but feels pretty decent. Temp gauge is checking in. It's at about the 1/4 spot right now, so it seems like it's just about getting the operating temp. Sure, some wind noise. So I can't tell if just the door strikers need to be adjusted a little bit, pull them a little tighter, or if it's the actual weather stripping. Probably a little bit of both. It's not unbearable, but it's not Bentley-esque in here. Track's pretty good. You know, it's not jumping all over the road, not bouncing all over the place. Okay, well, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. We'll get off the freeway right here. I want to feel how the brakes grab and come down from speed. Otherwise, we'll do the, you know, you've seen the walk around portion, you've seen the driving portion, and yeah, check this one out at auction. I'm going to have a link in the description below. Yeah, stopping pretty good. No bad noises or feelings or anything. So, that's pretty much it. Follow along. Thanks for following this part along. If you want to see more of these videos, come on up and get notified for it. Do the whole like, subscribe, notification, all of the YouTube nonsense. And that's it. Thanks for hanging out. You also have a good one.